For other places with similar names, see Morristown, New Jersey. Moorestown is a township in Burlington County, New Jersey, United States and an eastern suburb of Philadelphia. As of the 2010 United States Census, the township's population was 20,726, reflecting an increase of 1,709 from the 19,017 counted in the 2000 census, which had in turn increased by 2,901 from the 16,116 counted in the 1990 census. Moorestown was incorporated as a township by an act of the New Jersey Legislature on March 11, 1922, from portions of Chester Township, based on the results of a referendum held on April 25, 1922. The township is named for a Thomas More who settled in the area in 1722 and constructed a hotel. Other sources attribute the name to poet Thomas More. The township banned all liquor sales in 1915 and retained the restrictions after Prohibition ended in 1933. Referenda aiming to repeal the ban failed in both 1935 and 1953. In 2007, the Township Council approved a referendum that would allow the sale by auction of 6 liquor licenses, with estimates that each license could sell over $1 million each. The referendum did not receive enough votes to pass. In 2011, voters repealed the liquor ban. However, liquor sales in the township will be restricted to the Moorestown Mall. In 2005, Moorestown was ranked number 1 in Money magazine's list of the 100 best places to live in America. The magazine screened over 1,000 small towns and created a list of the top 100 for its August 2005 issue, in which Moorestown earned the top spot because of its community feeling, in addition to plentiful jobs within the commuting area, excellent schools, low crime rate, and affordable housing. Another attribute is its proximity to Philadelphia, a center of jobs and cultural and urban amenities. History. Main Street follows a ridge that had been occupied by the historic Lenni Lenape Native Americans. 2 fine springs, one to the west and one to the east, drew Native Americans and traders to the area. In 1682, John and Sarah Roberts became the first English-speaking residents of Moorestown when they began to live in their home where the Roberts Monument is, presently located on County Route 537 at the intersection with Route 73. In May 1686, 3 years after the founding of Philadelphia, John Rodman bought 500 acres on the west side of Chester Township, and Thomas Rodman bought 533 acres in the same area. This soon became known as the village of Rodmantown. The growing area around the eastern spring was known as the village of Chestertown. In 1700, the first Society of Friends meeting house, built of logs, was erected on the King's Highway. Originally known as Meeting House Lane, Chester Avenue was laid out in 1720. The community at that time probably consisted of a few farmhouses along the King's Highway from Stanwick Road to Locust Street. Thomas More and his wife Elizabeth settled here in 1722. In 1732, More purchased 33 acres of land on the north side of the King's Highway. The land ran from the west side of the Friends Graveyard on the northwest corner of the King's Highway and Meeting House Lane on the east, and west to Locust Street on the western boundary of his property and north to 2nd Street. More set up a hotel on the northwest corner of the King's Highway and Union Streets. Given More's extensive property ownership, the name Moorestown gradually replaced Chester informally in the center of town. Finally, Moorestown formally split off from Chester and became a township. The Coles Hotel, east of the corner of Main and Chester, was a stop on the stagecoach route connecting Camden with Trenton and Philadelphia. Construction of the railroad in 1867 superseded the stagecoaches and connected Mount Holly Township and Camden. A tavern built in 1745 by John Cox at what is now Main and Schooley Streets was taken over in 1778 during the Revolutionary War by Hessian officers. retreating from Philadelphia. In the years after the war, it was used for a town hall before 1812, when what is now called Old Town Hall was constructed. A house constructed in 1742 by John Cowperthwaite at Kings Highway and Lenola Road is listed in the Library of Congress with details of the house, recorded in 1937 by the Historic American Buildings Survey of the United States Department of the Interior. Quakers built Morristown's first two schools in 1785. A brick schoolhouse was located near what is now the intersection of Route 73 and the Kings Highway overpass. A stone schoolhouse was located adjacent to the present Friends Meeting House at the intersection of Chester Avenue and Main Street. The first district school was opened in 1810. The first free Moorestown public school was established in 1873. Vernon Hill's 46,000 square feet mansion Villa Collina, Italian for Hill House, the largest private residence in New Jersey, is located in Morristown. Moorestown's Quaker heritage is discussed in Moorestown resident and native historian William H. Kingston's book, Moorestown's Third Century, The Quaker Legacy. Geography. According to the United States Census Bureau, the township had a total area of 14.918 square miles, including 14.693 square miles of land and 0.225 square miles of water. The township is located in southwest Burlington County and borders Mapleshade Township to the south, Cinnaminson Township and Delran Township to the west, Willingboro Township on the north and Mount Laurel Township to the east. Morristown Township is approximately 10 miles east of Philadelphia. Morristown, Lenola is an unincorporated community and census-designated place located within Morristown, which had a 2010 population of 14,217. Other unincorporated communities, localities and place names located partially or completely within the township include Borton's Landing, North Bend, Stanwick and West Morristown. Climate. The climate in the Morristown area is characterized by hot, humid summers and generally mild to cool winters. According to the Köppen climate classification system, Morristown Township has a humid subtropical climate, abbreviated CFA, on climate maps. Demographics. 2010 census. At the 2010 United States Census, there were 20,726 people, 7,450 households, and 5,625 families residing in the township. The population density was 1,410.6 per square mile. There were 7,862 housing units at an average density of 535.1 per square mile. The racial makeup of the township was 84.50% white, 6.42% black or African American, 0.09% Native American, 6.00% Asian, 0.02% Pacific Islander, 0.81% from other races, and 2.16% from two or more races. Hispanics or Latinos of any race were 3.48% of the population. There were 7,450 households, of which 38.1% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 61.7% were married couples living together, 10.9% had a female householder with no husband present, and 24.5% were non-families. 21.8% of all households were made up of individuals, and 11.8% had someone living there alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.74 and the average family size was 3.21. In the township, 27.3% of the population were under the age of 18, 6.2% from 18 to 24, 19.0% from 25 to 44, 31.2% from 45 to 64, and 16.2% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 43.4 years. For every 100 females there were 91.0 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 86.1 males. The Census Bureau's 2006 to 2010 American Community Survey showed that median household income was $108,655 and the median family income was $129,217. Males had a median income of $100,266 versus $60,057 for females. The per capita income for the township was $58,458. 2000 census. At the 2000 United States Census there were 19,017 people, 6,971 households, and 5,270 families residing in the township. The population density was 1,287.3 per square mile. There were 7,211 housing units at an average density of 488.1 per square mile. The racial makeup of the township was 89.19% white, 5.69% African American, 0.16% Native American, 3.27% Asian, 0.01% Pacific Islander, 0.43% from other races, and 1.26% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 1.75% of the population. There were 6,971 households, of which 37.0% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 64.3% were married couples living together. 9.2% had a female householder with no husband present, and 24.4% were non-families. 21.0% of all households were made up of individuals and 10.7% had someone living there alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.68 and the average family size was 3.13. Age distribution was 27.4% under the age of 18, 4.4% from 18 to 24, 25.4% from 25 to 44, 26.3% from 45 to 64, and 16.4% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 41 years. For every 100 females there were 89.4 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 84.9 males. The median household income was $78,826, and the median family income was $94,844. Males had a median income of $74,773 versus $39,148 for females. The per capita income for the township was $42,154. Economy. Several notable businesses house offices and operations in Moorestown. BAYADA Home Health Care, which employs over 18,000 nursing support staff in 250 offices throughout the United States and India, has its international headquarters in Morristown. Government. Local government. Morristown's municipal government operates within the Faulkner Act under Council Manager Plan E, which was implemented as of January 1, 1967, based on the recommendations of a Charter Study Commission. A 5-member council is elected at large on a partisan basis, with each member serving a 4-year term of office on a staggered basis, with either 2 or 3 seats coming up for election in even years. At a reorganization meeting held in January after each election, the council selects a mayor and a deputy mayor from among its members. The township manager, a full-time professional administrator, is appointed by the council. Under the township's administrative code and the Faulkner Act, the manager has the township's executive and administrative authority and responsibility. The township manager is Scott Carew. As of 2015, update, members of the Morristown Township Council are Mayor Victoria Napolitano, Deputy Mayor Phil Garwood, Manny Delgado, Stacey Jordan and J. Greg Newcomer. In the 2014 elections, Stacey Jordan was re-elected to council along with her Republican running mate, Manny Delgado, who made history by becoming Morristown's first Hispanic councilman when he took office in January 2015. During the same reorganization meeting, Victoria Napolitano became Morristown's youngest mayor ever at the age of 26. And may also be the youngest female to ever hold the office of mayor statewide. In 2004, Moorestown elected a majority Democratic council for the first time in its history. In 2008, the Moorestown Republicans won back 3 seats, giving them a 4-1 majority starting in 2009. On Election Day 2012, Republicans Victoria Napolitano and Phil Garwood, along with Democrat J. Greg Newcomer, won election to the 3 open seats on the Township Council, outpacing Republican Pete Palco and Democrats Brian Sattinger and Mark Hines. Republicans maintained a 4-1 majority, and Stacey Jordan was sworn in as Morristown's first female mayor on January 7, 2013. During the summer of 2007, the township hall suffered smoke and water damage caused by an electrical fire. The township offices were temporarily located at 2 Executive Place, Morristown Township, with council meetings held during that time at the William Allen Middle School auditorium, and court sessions are conducted in Mapleshade. On December 10, 2012, Town Council members John Button, Greg Gallio, Stacey Jordan, Chris Chiacchio, and Mike Tester, along with council members-elect Victoria Napolitano and Greg Newcomer, broke ground on the new town hall, which was completed in 2014. Federal, state and county representation. Morristown is located in the 3rd Congressional District and is part of New Jersey's 7th State Legislative District. Prior to the 2011 reapportionment following the 2010 census, Morristown Township had been in the 8th State Legislative District. New Jersey's 3rd Congressional District is represented by Tom MacArthur. New Jersey is represented in the United States Senate by Cory Booker and Bob Menendez. The 7th District of the New Jersey Legislature is represented in the State Senate by Diane Allen and in the General Assembly by Herb Conaway and Troy Singleton. The Governor of New Jersey is Chris Christie. The Lieutenant Governor of New Jersey is Kim Wadenow. Burlington County is governed by a board of chosen freeholders, whose 5 members are elected at large in partisan elections to 3-year terms of office on a staggered basis, with either 1 or 2 seats coming up for election each year. The board chooses a director and deputy director from among its members at an annual reorganization meeting held in January. As of 2015, update, Burlington County's freeholders are Director Mary Ann O'Brien, Deputy Director Bruce Garganio, Amy Bellegarde, Joseph Donnelly, and Joanne Schwartz. Constitutional officers are County Clerk Tim Tyler, Sheriff John E. Stanfield, and Surrogate George T. Koch. Politics. As of March 23, 2011, there were a total of 13,978 registered voters in Morristown Township, of which 3,955 were registered as Democrats. 5,126 were registered as Republicans and 4,887 were registered as unaffiliated. There were 10 voters registered to other parties. Among the township's 2010 census population, 67.4% were registered to vote, including 92.8% of those ages 18 and over. In the 2012 presidential election, Democrat Barack Obama received 5,789 votes, ahead of Republican Mitt Romney with 5,656 votes and other candidates with 102 votes. Among the 11,623 ballots cast by the township's 14,801 registered voters, for a turnout of 78.5%. In the 2008 presidential election, Democrat Barack Obama received 6,099 votes, ahead of Republican John McCain with 5,435 votes and other candidates with 98 votes. Among the 11,746 ballots cast by the township's 14,274 registered voters, for a turnout of 82.3%. In the 2004 presidential election, Republican George W. Bush received 5,792 votes, ahead of Democrat John Kerry with 5,576 votes and other candidates with 66 votes. Among the 11,482 ballots cast by the township's 13,714 registered voters, for a turnout of 83.7%. In the 2013 gubernatorial election, Republican Chris Christie received 4,683 votes, ahead of Democrat Barbara Buono with 2,210 votes and other candidates with 71 votes. Among the 7,058 ballots cast by the township's 14,925 registered voters, yielding a 47.3% turnout. In the 2009 gubernatorial election, Republican Chris Christie received 4,128 votes, ahead of Democrat John Corzine with 3,166 votes. Independent Chris Daggett with 345 votes and other candidates with 53 votes. Among the 7,736 ballots cast by the township's 14,206 registered voters, yielding a 54.5% turnout. Education. The Moorestown Township Public Schools serves students in pre-kindergarten through 12th grade. As of the 2011-12 school year, the district's 6 schools had an enrollment of 4,068 students and 316.5 classroom teachers, for a student-teacher ratio of 12.85:1. Schools in the district are George C. Baker Elementary School, Mary E. Roberts Elementary School, South Valley Elementary School, Moorestown Upper Elementary School, William Allen Middle School and Morristown High School. Students from Moorestown, and from all of Burlington County, are eligible to attend the Burlington County Institute of Technology, a county-wide public school district that serves the vocational and technical education needs of students at the high school and post-secondary level. At its campuses in Medford and Westampton Township, Moorestown Friends School is a private Quaker school located at East Main Street and Chester Avenue. The school serves approximately 700 students from preschool through 12th grade. Another private religious school is attached to the Catholic Our Lady of Good Counsel Parish, located behind the church on Prospect Avenue. It was founded in 1927 and has about 480 students from nursery through 8th grade.